Have you ever paused to consider how the quiet struggles within your body can mirror the unseen challenges of life itself? Just as we navigate moments of uncertainty, stress, and vulnerability, our bodies silently carry burdens that often go unnoticed until they manifest in ways we cannot ignore. Chronic kidney disease, or CKD, is one such invisible adversary, a subtle yet powerful force that quietly disrupts the harmony of our internal world. Healthy kidneys work tirelessly, maintaining the delicate balance of calcium and phosphorus, regulating essential minerals, and supporting strong bones without ever asking for recognition. Yet, when these organs begin to falter, the consequences ripple outward, gradually weakening the very framework that allows us to move, stand, and thrive. Imagine walking through life on a path where every step is supported by invisible scaffolding. When the structure falters, even the simplest motion can become a challenge. This is the reality faced by millions who live with CKD, and it is a poignant reminder of how crucial awareness and proactive care are to preserving the integrity of both our physical and mental selves. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Mathew R. Weir, it becomes evident that understanding the profound connection between our kidneys and our bones is not merely a medical concern. It is an invitation to reflect on the fragility and resilience inherent in all living systems. He emphasizes that early recognition, thoughtful intervention, and a conscious approach to health can transform what might seem like an inevitable decline into a journey of empowerment and preservation. The path to stronger bones and healthier living begins with knowledge, and knowledge requires mindfulness, observation, and a willingness to act before symptoms become undeniable. Our bodies often whisper before they shout, signaling distress in subtle ways. Fleeting fatigue, slight discomfort, or occasional stiffness may appear insignificant at first glance, yet they hold stories of underlying imbalance that, if ignored, can evolve into fracture and fragility. In this way, CKD teaches us a profound lesson about vigilance and respect for the quiet rhythms that sustain life. The balance of calcium and phosphorus, the maintenance of vitamin D levels, and the unseen labor of kidney function are metaphors for the balance we must cultivate in our own lives. The balance between effort and rest, awareness and distraction, preparation and reaction. As Dr. Mathew R. Weir often reminds his audience, true health is not the absence of challenges, but the ability to navigate them with foresight, wisdom, and resilience. Just as bones can become fragile over time if left unattended, so too can our lives fracture under the weight of unrecognized or ignored pressures. Yet, there is hope in the very act of paying attention, in the conscious decision to seek guidance, adopt preventive measures, and nurture the foundations that sustain our strength. The fragility imposed by CKD is not meant to instill fear, but to awaken awareness, to inspire action, and to cultivate an enduring respect for the intricacies of our own biology. Every choice to prioritize health, every commitment to early testing and treatment, and every mindful adjustment to lifestyle is a declaration of empowerment, a refusal to succumb to the silent erosion that often accompanies neglected care. The journey may be gradual, and the challenges may seem imperceptible at first, but each step towards understanding, prevention, and proactive health strengthens not only the bones but the spirit itself. In recognizing the hidden progression of CKD, we are reminded that vigilance is an act of love for oneself, that early action is the bridge between fragility and resilience, and that the pursuit of knowledge is always intertwined with the pursuit of strength. In life, as in health, awareness is the key to transformation, and in understanding the subtle ways our bodies communicate, we are granted the profound opportunity to protect, preserve, and flourish. There is a profound moment in life when what we once took for granted begins to shift, when the familiar strength of our body no longer feels unwavering, and we are forced to confront the delicate fragility that underpins our existence. For those living with chronic kidney disease, this realization often comes subtly, almost imperceptibly, as the body quietly struggles to maintain equilibrium. Bones, which once bore the weight of life effortlessly, begin to whisper a warning of their vulnerability, a caution that is easy to dismiss until the consequences become undeniable. The danger lies not only in the physical weakening, but also in the human tendency to ignore what is not immediately visible. Dr. Mathew R. Weir teaches that in both medicine and life, it is the unseen, the silent progression of challenges that often has the greatest impact. Every missed symptom, every moment of neglect compounds quietly until a fracture, a break, or a crisis occurs, physical or emotional, revealing the truth we were too busy or too unaware to see. It is within this space of suspense and uncertainty that the greatest transformation can occur, where awareness meets action and understanding is tested against the relentless passage of time. The kidney's failure to regulate calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D levels creates a cascade of effects, gradually weakening the bones and increasing fracture risk. Yet it is not an immediate catastrophe. This gradual erosion mirrors the way life's pressures, if unrecognized, silently accumulate, shaping our resilience and testing our foresight. Those who wait for an obvious crisis often find themselves unprepared. Yet those who listen closely to the subtler signs are given the gift of prevention, the opportunity to strengthen before breaking, to act before crisis, to empower themselves in ways that extend far beyond physical health. It is here, in the quiet contemplation of cause and effect, that Dr. Mathew R. Weir's philosophy resonates most deeply, reminding us that knowledge is not merely information, but a tool of empowerment, a pathway to self-mastery over circumstances that might otherwise overwhelm us. The suspense, the uncertainty, the hidden progression of disease, it all teaches patience, attentiveness, and respect for the intricate balance of life. By examining the interplay of kidney function and bone integrity, we begin to understand a larger truth about human existence. What is neglected will often demand attention in the harshest way, yet what is nurtured, monitored, and treated with diligence yields strength, resilience, and continuity. Each measure taken, whether it is routine testing, dietary adjustment, or lifestyle change, is a conscious decision to honor the body's silent messages, to participate actively in the preservation of mobility and vitality. These steps, small as they may seem, accumulate over time, creating a protective foundation akin to reinforcing a bridge before a storm. The suspense lies in the uncertainty of when or if the silent damage will manifest, a reminder that proactive engagement is not optional but essential. Life, much like health, offers no guarantees, and the hidden risks we face are often invisible until they surface in dramatic form. Yet this is precisely where hope resides, in knowledge applied, in vigilance practiced, and in the unwavering commitment to self-care. Inspired by Dr. Mathew R. Weir, that emphasizes the power of early intervention, we recognize that the fight against fragility is not about avoiding vulnerability entirely. It is about learning to anticipate, respond, and strengthen before the inevitable challenges arise. The body, like life, rewards those who cultivate awareness, who respect its warnings, and who act with intention and foresight. As we navigate this uncertain terrain, we are reminded that suspense is not merely an obstacle, but an opportunity, a chance to rise above passive existence, to confront reality with courage, and to transform potential fragility into fortitude. Every careful choice, every mindful adjustment, every act of preventive care becomes a declaration of agency in a world where so much seems uncontrollable. By understanding the subtle ways CKD influences bone health, we are offered a mirror of life itself. The sooner we attend to what is unseen, the more resilient we become. And while the suspense of uncertainty may loom like a shadow, it is within our conscious actions, inspired by knowledge and the guidance of those like Dr. Mathew R. Weir, that we discover the true power to protect, nurture, and thrive. In the journey of life, we often overlook the silent signals that precede major changes, and yet it is precisely within these quiet warnings that our greatest opportunities for growth and resilience are found. Chronic kidney disease, while a serious medical condition, serves as a profound metaphor for the hidden challenges we all face. Those subtle imbalances that, if ignored, have the power to alter the course of our lives. The weakening of bones caused by CKD reminds us that strength is not something that exists by default. It is cultivated, maintained, and defended through conscious effort, informed choices, and timely intervention. Inspired by the teachings of Dr. Mathew R. Weir, we learn that awareness itself is a transformative act, that understanding the intricate relationships within our own bodies is a form of empowerment that transcends the physical, reaching deep into the mental and spiritual dimensions of human experience. The fragility that accompanies CKD is not a punishment, but a teacher, urging us to pay attention to what we often take for granted, to act before the consequences demand our attention in ways that may be more severe. In life, as in health, proactive care, vigilance, and mindfulness are the tools that allow us to preserve what is valuable and to strengthen what may be vulnerable. Just as early treatment, proper nutrition, and lifestyle adjustments can protect bone strength and reduce fracture risk, so too can deliberate reflection, disciplined habits, and emotional awareness fortify the spirit against the uncertainties of life. There is a subtle artistry in this process, a rhythm that requires patience, humility, and consistency, because the benefits of such care accumulate gradually, shaping a foundation that is resilient, adaptable, and enduring. Dr. Mathew R. Weir emphasizes that knowledge without action remains dormant, like a seed that never meets the soil. It is only when awareness is paired with intentional practice that true transformation occurs. By paying attention to the hidden progression of CKD, and by embracing the proactive measures that safeguard our bones and overall health, we are practicing the same principles that allow us to navigate life's unpredictable currents with grace and confidence. This awareness fosters not just physical resilience, but a deeper sense of purpose and agency, a recognition that while we cannot control every variable in life, we can choose how we respond to what unfolds. The lessons offered by CKD, and by extension by life's unseen challenges, are clear. The sooner we notice, the sooner we act, the stronger and more empowered we become. Strength is not born of circumstance alone. It is cultivated through attention, discipline, and the courage to face what is difficult before it escalates into crisis. By embracing these principles, inspired by the insights of Dr. Mathew R. Weir that illuminate the path toward health and balance, we learn that every small step taken today, every adjustment to diet, routine, or mindset, becomes a building block of resilience, a reinforcement of our foundation that ensures we can withstand the pressures yet to come. In the end, the struggle against fragility is not about fear or limitation. It is about empowerment, foresight, and the transformative power of knowledge applied with intention. Life, like our bodies, rewards those who engage actively with their circumstances, who honor the quiet signals, and who refuse to wait until the inevitable demands attention in ways that could have been prevented. We are reminded that every act of awareness is a triumph, every conscious adjustment a victory, and every proactive choice a declaration of our commitment to thrive despite uncertainty. In this way, CKD is not merely a condition to be managed. It is a profound teacher of resilience, a catalyst for reflection, and a motivator for conscious action that extends far beyond physical health. As we embrace this perspective, we find that fragility transforms into strength, vulnerability becomes wisdom, and the hidden challenges of life become the very instruments through which we learn to endure, grow, and flourish. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.